Aries, hello, welcome to your September reading. Oh my god, I can't even explain to you how much trouble I have had getting this reading started, and I just can't believe it. So I want to say, Aries, that I feel like there is something that you are trying to do and you are just like something, it's almost like something just keeps getting in the way of you doing it, and I think sometimes it's yourself and other times it's almost like the universe is like I don't know, it's like it's just that energy, where just shit feels like it ain't easy, okay? So we have Sagittarius IC coming out for you for the month of September, and we have the 5th house of creativity. So, Aries, I feel as though there's a lot of expansion that's coming to, I feel like your like philosophy, I feel as though you are kind of like getting a little bit more playful and creative again with this 5th house coming out. And Sagittarius, I see this is both like fire energy, so this is like excitement. So I feel like there's a lot of excitement that's coming up for you in the month of September, Aries, but I do feel like in the beginning things might be a little bit I don't know, like a little bit tough, a little bit stop start, a little bit like it's not flowing yet, if you know what I mean. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the solar eclipse card of revolution in the reverse. So yes, I just feel as though there's like this huge revolution that's happening within your life, but it's a little bit messy at the moment. It's a little bit I'm hearing the word disjointed, just things are a little bit I'm getting the image of like a smudge, when you're washing the window with like glass cleaner or something, and like you've cleaned it all and you're all stoked, but then you take a step back and you see that there's a smudge and you need to go back and like clean that. I kind of get this feeling like maybe there's even this like little bit of a perfectionist that's trying to come through at the month of September, Aries, where you're like just trying to make everything like work. But with the Sagittarius IC and this 5th house, I do feel as though this is like this this mental expansion where I feel like you're seeing like a brighter side of life now. I feel like you're seeing more potential for you, more excitement. It's like things feel like they're getting brighter, and literally as I'm saying that, the sun's like coming out more and I can feel myself like I'm getting hotter. Today's also the first day of spring in Australia, in the southern hemisphere. So, yay, thank goodness. Whole fresh new vibe coming in for you at the moment, and I feel like it's really it's quite a vibe. So let's have a look at the animal that you are working with in the month of September. I can see my dog, he just came running up the driveway. So it's almost like with this fun as well, and I'm seeing my dog, he's got his little waggy tail. So I feel like you guys, you're going to be getting quite happy. I feel like there's this change that's happening for you. This, even with the Sagittarius, it could literally mean that some of you guys are going on a trip, or you guys are going on holiday, or you guys are, just moving. You could even be relocating and things like that. And that the relocation like opens up this fresh kind of energy for you. So, and I think you're getting like, it's like you're playful, feeling excited about what the future has in store for you now, you know what I mean? So we have groundedness with armadillo. Ooh, armadillo. So this is you grounding your creativity in a way that you actually don't see it as, it's feeling really quite difficult to explain actually. I'm getting this energy where it's like you feel as though you're becoming more optimistic and you're grounding yourself in this mentality that allows you this sense of freedom, this mentality that honors your creativity and your uniqueness as a person. I feel like you're really grounding this side of you in the month of September, where you're just really seeing that, your creativity, your sense of play, and your sense of fun is crucial for you, Aries. You are the first sign of the zodiac. You are the baby of the zodiac. You are like the little child. So kids need fun. Kids need play. So it's really, really important to you. I'm literally being reminded of a quote that I just heard on a podcast as I was preparing for these readings. So that's fucking hilarious. What was it? It was something like, it's not that you get older. It's not that, oh, fuck, what is it? It's something, you guys have probably heard it, but it's about like, it's not, becoming old that makes us stop playing. It's our stop playing that makes us become old. So I feel like this is you, and we have Flying Fox, fruit back at the bottom of the deck as well with kindness. So I feel like this is you actually becoming kinder to yourself through allowing yourself to be who you are. You know, I feel like the energy that this reading's giving me is someone who in the month of September is kind of just accepting themselves, like accepting who they are. I feel like you are seeing yourself as more delicate and beautiful and prosperous and deserving than I think you've seen yourself in a long time. I feel like there's like this energy of you finally giving yourself in your... Hey babe, hi doggy, I'll finish this reading in a minute. He's an Aries too. Yeah, so I kind of just feel as though like you're becoming kinder to yourself by actually allowing yourself to accept this mutable, spontaneous, fun you know, because you know, Aries, you're not a mutable sign, but this Sagittarius card is just giving me mutable vibes. So like I feel as though you're just finally accepting yourself as someone who goes with the flow, as someone that just sort of does their thing, moves in their own grace. You know, I also feel like you're accepting your emotions, and I feel like this is just you being a lot more playful and a lot more grounded in that okayness. Like I feel like maybe in the past you used to judge yourself for your playfulness and for your silliness, and I think this month you're just fucking accepting it. You're just like, yo, this is me. If you don't like it, rack off, you know? So I'm just going to read you a little bit out of this book, because I don't find that very much of this is actually relevant. I don't love this card book, but I'm going to read part of it. So this is for the armadillo. Armadillo! This is for the armadillo. It says groundedness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty, so it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Interesting. Yeah, so humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. So being essentially genuinely grounded and rooted into this person that you're becoming, genuinely being rooted and grounded in this in your sense of freedom and in your sense of creativity and play, because I feel like there's this energy of like wanting to come off as this particular person, and it's like there's a disconnect between how you're wanting to be portrayed or how you're wanting to be received, and how you're actually, who you actually are. So the month of September is really getting you grounded into who you actually really are. So let's see if there's anything else. It says the magic of the armadillo. Armadillo magic is profoundly earth-based and grounded. It is ancient and profound. It can be used when you are feeling off-kilter or unsure. And that's kind of what we were saying about, like this off-kilter sort of weird feeling that's coming, that is kind of like around at the beginning of September. It's calling you calling for you to ground. So for oh my god, listen to me, I can't even speak. For some of you guys, you actually ground yourself through your creativity, so through your thing that you love, you know? I think this card, every time I see it, I always think some of you guys might be into acting. This card just always makes me think of acting. Obviously, you know, we've got the drama faces there. So, you know, for some of you guys, you need to ground this creativity that you have, this desire to be creative, this you know what, that light, there's something that brings a lot of light and happiness and peace and joy to your spirit, and I feel as though you're allowing yourself to see that now. You know, this is actually bringing me to a personal story, or just a personal example, where I'm feeling like lately I have been thinking a lot about acting, and I have not literally have not done acting since I finished high school 10 years ago. But it's 10 years later, and I still can't stop thinking about how much I loved it. And that was what I wanted to be when I was a kid. Like, growing up when I was younger, all I ever wanted to be was an actor. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love comedy. I love making people laugh. I love just it being fucking weird and outrageous. I love acting because it lets you just be anything, you know? It's like the whole spectrum. So recently, like literally today, literally before I even got onto your reading, so this is why it's relevant for you, because this is a similar thing. It's almost like I was listening to a podcast, and it was actually Alexis Ren and Jay Shetty. Alexis Ren was talking about how she's fallen in love as a passion with acting, because it's like this storytelling and all this sort of stuff. And I had this realization, and the word humility triggered this realization right now. When I was a kid, I buried that desire because I got bullied for having a YouTube channel in 2007 and 8. I think it was 2008. I got bullied for having a YouTube channel. And it's taken me 10 years now to make this YouTube channel, so, you know, progress. But essentially, I became terrified by the opinions of other people. I did not believe that, I just never believed that someone like me would make it. Like, someone like me would actually be able to do something like that. Someone like me would be able to make people laugh and be a successful actor or anything like that. I just didn't even give myself a chance. And recently, I'm just like, you know, we've had all these North Node conjunctions and things, making us get clear on what the fuck we really, really want in our lives. What is our true destiny? What is our true alignment? And I'm just like, I love this spirituality. I love the tarot and stuff. This is all me. This is all real as well. But there's a part of me that just wants to be fucking saying crazy, stupid shit as a comedian in a movie. You know, like that sort of stuff. So what I'm trying to get at for you, Aries, is that there's this revolution. This revolution that's happening within you because you didn't have the faith in yourself before. Aries, I am in reverse. You didn't have the faith in your own desires. You did not have the faith in your own desires, Aries. And now, as that you're getting older, now that you're healing, now that you've been moving through things, now that you're becoming kinder to yourself and that your thoughts are starting to see new passageways and opportunities for you, it's going to change everything because you're going to actually see the potential that you have. And then seeing that potential and seeing that possibility finally opens the doorway to you actually being able to take aligned action into making those dreams a reality. So that's your energy in the month of September, Aries. This is you taking your desires and grounding them into the earth, grounding them into reality, grounding them into what it is that you want. You know, I feel like for so long, there's just been this people pleasing, and it's funny because you're Aries, but your opposite is Libra. So, you know, I feel like each sign deals with its opposite end, obviously. So, you know, I feel like people pleasing can also come up for you, Aries. Dropping cards everywhere. So we have the Queen of Cups coming out. Yes, this is you getting fucking excited about what lights you up, what makes you passionate, what makes you feel happy, what makes you inspired, what actually fills your cup up, what actually makes you feel genuinely, you know, at peace. I feel like the image on this card, it's like so earthy, you know, and she's got all this stuff growing out of this egg. So this is so much fertility. I feel like you're extremely fertile this month, Aries, and I feel like the seeds that you plant are going to become extremely prosperous, but you have to keep watering the seeds. You have to keep moving with this energy. You have to keep taking care of yourself. I feel like this month, meditation and things like that are going to be really healing for you. I feel like this month is about reaching a new emotional equilibrium. I feel like that's funny. I feel like look, this is all cups. You have all cups coming out for September. All emotions, a lot of emotions. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. So this is you releasing a lot of toxic thoughts and beliefs, and, you know, this is you no longer holding on to past betrayals, wounds, traumas, things that really that made you feel stuck and stifled. For some of you guys, it's toxic relationships that you could have had with your father. It's toxic relationships that you could have had with other masculines, or just men in general, or even like this could be you finally releasing the toxic sort of stronghold that our society has held on you, you know, where it's convinced you that you need to be some certain type of way, or that someone like you could never be successful doing what you want to do. That's what's really changing up for you, because you're not letting the thoughts eat away at you anymore, Aries. The thoughts have been eating away at your skull. Like I'm literally seeing it like this. What are you looking for, babe? There you go. Yeah, I'm literally seeing it as like something that's like attacking. Hi, Dougie. Doug's now come to say hello. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. He's so gorgeous. So yeah, I just feel like a lot more ease, maybe even more support. Like I just feel like Doug's like support right now. He's here to like encourage you and to love you. He is an earth angel, so you have some earth angels surrounding you for sure. You have a lot. Look at him. I didn't want you to see my horrible pants because, you know, you're only supposed to see my shirt, but Doug's just too cute. He's so sweet. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, Aries. So we have the Seven of Cups with the Six of Cups coming out. So this is you, I think, gaining clarity about which kind of direction to move in. I feel like in a way, September's going to offer a lot of opportunities. September's going to offer a lot of like fresh and new energy. And I think in some ways that could be a little bit like, wow, holy shit. But to be honest, the message I'm mostly getting with these cards is that it's really important for you to visualize and to use meditation and to use your feelings as a form of manifestation, because we manifest what we feel. That's why in one of my favorite books ever, Conversations with God, he talks about we attract what we fear, and the reason we attract what we fear is because we feel so deeply about it emotionally. So this is you getting clear on what you emotionally want to fill you up, and it has to do with your childhood. It has to do with, you know, the past. It has to do with the version of you that has kind of the version of you that wasn't wounded. You know what I mean? Like the pre hurt you, if you know what I mean, like the pre-discouraged you, the pre-you who wasn't convinced that they needed to follow in somebody else's footsteps or to do something, you know? This is you connecting with that childhood self. And I really believe this. I believe that as children, we already hold the keys to our kingdom, like to our adult kingdom, you know? I feel like we already know what we came here to do. We're already connected with the things that we love and that we adore. I find that as we become adults, we kind of start, like, you undertake a process of unlearning everything you learned as you were growing into an adult. You almost need to go back to being a child and that childlike sense of curiosity and wonder. So I feel like the month of September is about becoming more curious for you, Aries. I feel like you're getting more curious about, like, what is the thing that really lights me up? What is the thing that brings joy to my heart? What is the thing that sparks my creativity and that makes me feel like I could just do it for hours and hours and hours on end? What is that thing that just makes me feel like I'm so comforted and so at peace, and that I'm so, like, aligned with spirit, and that I'm so comfortable just being in that sort of energy, you know? I'm literally hearing, like, what's it called, the zone of genius. So for some of you guys, like, there's like something you do that brings you into the zone of genius, or you need to do that thing that brings you closer to the zone of genius, because that's where you really become powerful. That's where you really become magnetic, because you know that you're completely connected to God when you're in that moment. Like this card, this Queen of Cups, Sarah, her eyes are closed. It's not really focusing, so I'm sorry about that. but, you know, her eyes are closed. She's just feeling. It's all about the feeling. It's about the way something feels. She's using her senses. This is a Taurian sort of energy, and Taurus rules over the senses. So you're sensing and feeling things differently. You're extremely open and aware. I think psychically and spiritually this month is a very spiritual month for you, because you are moving. You are changing something very, very drastic. This does feel very deep. We have the 9th house at the bottom of the deck sitting there now. So Sagittarius energy twice. Some of you guys are definitely just essentially like going on a bit of an adventure in the month of September. So I love this. I feel like the best advice for you really is to just keep manifesting, keep imagining, keep creating. I think this month is all about you coming into balance with your desires and coming into this grounded knowingness that what you want, what you are drawn to, what makes you happy, what brings life to you, is there for a reason, and that's the thing that you're needing to put your time and energy into. Like, this whole time, I just can't stop staring at this Queen of Cups and this egg, you know? I just feel like there's like this thing that's going to be born. This like new you that is being rebirthed. Like, I'm literally seeing as like she's just jumped out of this egg and then she's just like feeling into this whole new version of you. Like reinvention vibes, which I've been getting so much lately for all the star signs. It just feels like chronic reinvention time. Let's get an advice card. Oh, actually, let's just get 1 or 2 more tarot cards. Is there anything about the month of September that you want Aries to know, Spirit? Anything about the month of September that you want Aries to know? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So you are the creator of your own reality. In the month of September, you are extra powerful. You are extra magnetic. Wow, Knight of Cups literally just wanted to jump out there as well. So you are very, very, very much blessed this month with very, very powerful powers of manifestation. I very much want to like drill this into your head, Aries. You this month have the power to create a really, really strong future. You need to use your visualization powers. All of these cards, these cups, you know, this Magician, this Knight of Cups, and this Queen of Cups, as well as this 7 of Cups, all of these cards speak of manifestation. Speak of turning a dream into a reality. Speak of bringing something that didn't exist before into existence now. So, you know, and we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck underneath that as well. So something unexpected. I feel as though, you know, this month for you is monumental. It's pivotal. It's a pivotal month because you have all the tools. This month, you're coming into the realization, or just the knowing and the grounded knowingness that you have all the tools that you need to create the life that you want. You know, you have what it is that you need. You're very able this month to like manipulate energy. You know, I feel as though you can essentially break yourself out of this box that I feel like you've sort of like been placed in the past. This Chariot card, look, he's literally holding chains above his head that he's snapping in half because he's going for it. And this came out in the reverse. So with the 9 of Swords, so there is an anxiety. I do want to say that in the month of September, there is still anxiety about putting yourself out there, about taking a risk, about doing things differently, and about expanding and about moving forward. Some of you guys might even be anxious about moving or about this holiday, this adventure that you're going on. There is still going to be a little bit of anxiety. There is still going to be some uncertainty. There's still going to be some discomfort. Like I said, getting into the beginning of this reading, it was so fucking difficult to even get this reading started. I started this reading yesterday. It's a whole day later and I finally just got to start it. You know, and we've had interruptions and things like that, but it just is what it is. You know, you still have to do the thing, even if it doesn't go the way you planned it, even if it doesn't go the way you hoped it would. I feel as though the universe never gives us what we're not meant to work through. You know, we're never given anything that we can't handle. So if something goes wrong, if something isn't working the way that you quite hoped it would, if something seems less smooth than you were hoping for it to be, just keep the faith that you are still being provided for, that you are still being taken care of. It's just, You know, life isn't always just sunshine and daisies and rainbows. It's just being a human means that we have to feel hard shit sometimes and that not everything works out. It just is what it is. Also, it's, well, we got Uranus just went retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, Mercury's in shadow, about to go retrograde, Jupiter's in retrograde. We got so many fucking retrogrades going on at the moment. So honestly, guys, don't stress it that much. It's okay. Like, have patience with your process. But this Chariot card really is defining the fact that you are going to be stepping out of the norm in the month of September. You are going to be stepping into a new version of you. And like, look at both of these cards, this Chariot and this Magician. See all that red and yellow, that fire? It's all about having the confidence in yourself to like build and manifest and to create a new reality. I feel like there's desire. There's a lot of desire that's coming, going to be like re-instigated for you in the month of September, and it's helping you to really like ease yourself emotionally. I feel as though this life that you're creating, this life that you're dreaming of, I feel like it's the end of an emotional shitstorm. And I feel like this is powerful. I feel like this is big. This is a lot of shifting, a lot of emotional shifting, a lot of maybe like not uncertainty at times, but a lot of reconciliation with the parts of you that you might have become a little bit more out of touch with. So your advice, the bottom of the deck energy we have is strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side, and look for gifts in this situation, because this situation has been a gift the whole time, even though it feels like it hasn't been, even though there are times where it's felt like really, 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 really tough, where it's felt like you're never going to sort of break out of this energy. You're never going to regain your faith. You're never going to regain that connection that you used to have with your fun and your creativity. You know, humans, we suffer without creativity and fun. We really do. We need play. I don't care how old you are, and I don't know how many readings I've said this in now, but it's a message that constantly wants to come through, and I feel like it probably wants to come through me because I am such a playful, weird ass fucking human. I don't like to take things too seriously. I found the past few years where I sort of went from being like playful and like not really taking anything seriously to like taking shit really seriously. Boy, oh boy, did my happiness suffer, you know? Like, did my vibe suffer? So I'm just sort of saying, humans, fuck, don't take shit so seriously. In the end of the day, if it's not going to matter in a year's time, if it's not going to matter in 5 years' time, don't let it destroy you now, okay? So we have passion. Do what excites you, get fired up about your life, and increase your energy levels. That's right, because there's passion here. That's what's being reignited for you in September. Passion is coming back, but you do need to add to that fire as well. And what you can do to add to that is by increasing your energy levels. You can increase your good feelings and your good vibes by taking care of your physical body, by nourishing yourself, getting enough sleep, you know, getting enough time outside, getting time in the sunshine, but getting out and just trying new things and playing more, you know. Passion. Do what excites you. What excites you? This month is about you doing something that really excites you, and it's about taking a risk, and it's about doing things differently, but being kinder to yourself than you ever have been, and even no longer judging yourself when you might fall off the wagon a bit, when you might get a little upset, when you might sort of have a bad day, you know. This is no longer judging yourself for that. You're accepting that's a part of human reality as well. Okay, and then we have partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So you know what, interestingly enough, this message is actually making me think of partnering with yourself. Both sides of you need to be in equilibrium. They both need to be in harmony. You can't have one side of you that loves creativity and loves you know, freedom and artistic expression and all that sort of shit, and another side of you that, well, no, you can have that. You can have one side of you that loves creativity and freedom and expression, and you can have another side of you that loves structure and routine. But it's about blending those two parts together. You can't just be all one way and you can't just be all the other, because then you're not going to feel satisfied. You kind of need to be able to blend them both. I don't know if full balance is a real thing that can actually ever be mastered, but I feel like, you know, it's grabbing from both. Some days it's you needing to be that more structured and disciplined version of you, and other days it's you needing to be that more free-flowing creative version. Life is not a destination, it's a journey. So what do you want the journey to look like, okay? Last card here, I'm going to read these ones out of the book. I love them so much. These are they're gods and goddesses. So let's just see what god or goddess is with you in the month of September. Ooh, bottom of the deck. I have never gotten this card. I'm gonna have to read it. And my nose is getting really itchy now, so that's interesting. We have Kodesh, sexual wisdom. So the 5th house as well also talks about sexuality. So some of you guys could be having more fun with your sexuality, or you could be embracing your sexuality, which is bringing through more creativity. And then we have Ra, share your gift. I told you, you have a gift. There's something. And there's a lot of orange on all of these cards. So sacral chakra, which is creativity. Coming out. Okay? Now, let's read Ra and Kodesh. And then I'm going to head on out of here and smoke me a nice big fat one. Okay. We have Ra. The perfect time is now. Say yes and show up. What are you waiting for? What do you keep putting off until tomorrow? This is relevant. You're locked in a frustrating cycle of inaction and it's holding you back from contributing, creating, and sharing. Have you been being your own problem as you've been trying to get something started? You get in your own way. You get in your own way, because so do I. I'm a progressed Aries sun, so this reading's for me too. Okay. Ra leads you into his temple and declares, the world needs what you have to give. There's no such thing as the perfect time to share your creations and energy. Have you used every excuse under the sun for why you can't do what you need to do? This procrastination is a smokescreen for your fears. Yes, it can feel very scary to reveal your ideas and talents, but this is what we need from you. Sharing your deepest gift will open the heart of humanity. Don't wait anymore, or you'll be waiting your whole life. Take guided action now, not later. Give generously of your radiant sun's light. It will be returned to you multiplied, and you'll feel more alive than ever before. There are times when patience and more preparation are needed, but not now. This is a definite yes to move forwards and to place your gift on the collective sacred altar. You'll never feel completely ready to give your deepest soul gifts, so start now. Yo, that feels so relevant to even that story I was just telling you before. Like with me and the acting thing and everything. Like how long are you just going to keep yourself hiding in the shadows? Because you'll be waiting your whole life I have always told myself, when I was younger, I'm 27 now, I used to say, when I'm ready, I'll do this, when I'm ready, I'll do that, when I'm ready. I'm 27 now, I was never fucking ready. I wasn't ready to start this YouTube channel, I wasn't ready to start this tarot stuff. I finally just started it because I finally come to the realization that if I keep waiting for when I'm ready, I will be waiting forever. That's the vibe. I don't even feel like this needs further explaining. Additional meanings. Launch a new business or project. Stop taking innumerable courses, trainings, or workshops. Put your learning to use. Help others through volunteering, charity, work, or community initiatives. Use your Atlantean spiritual gifts of crystal healing and psychic arts. Invocation. I will stop waiting and offer my light. That's self-explanatory. I'm not even going to go deeper into that because that literally just reintegrated everything that we've already been talking about. So you already know. Just take that as it said, Take it as it resonated. Do the fucking thing. Because you have, you have no choice. You have to do it. Where's Q? Q comes before R. Okay, Kodesh. Sexual wisdom. Embrace intimacy. Celebrate your sexuality. Oh, Kodesh. This card signifies a time of sexual healing and new experiences new experiences of intimacy. Kodesh can activate your intuitive wisdom about sex as a sacred, nourishing force. She says, the easiest way to access your sexual spiritual knowledge is to tune into your body, be still and become aware of your breath. If you can, place one hand on your heart area and the other on your belly, or simply focus on the sensations of your body. Imagine your sexual energy as a spark of light flowing through you. Ask yourself, what does my sexual wisdom want me to know? Listen to the first feeling or impression that arises. If nothing comes, don't worry. You're tuning into your higher sexual consciousness, whether you know it or not. The insights may come hours, days, or weeks later. Maybe you want to be more sexually expressive and creative, or do you need permission to experiment with being polyamorous or celibate, for example? It could be that sexual blocks or trauma are coming up for healing. I'll lead you to the right support. Offer up all of your desires and wishes about the sacred erotic to me. Let me bring you all the sensual pleasure that you deserve. Additional meanings. Explore sacred ecstasy rituals, how sex connects to the divine. Work with a sex therapist or relationship counselor. Communicate your sexual needs to your partner or partners. Invocation. My sexuality is natural. I'm worthy of ecstatic pleasures. Yeah, this is self-acceptance, because that sexuality, this is parts of you that you haven't accepted within yourself. And September is all about you accepting it. Intuitive awakening with the priest, what is it? Avalon Priestess. So yeah, there is like a big spiritual sort of psychic awakening that's going on with you, and I do feel like it has to do with your kundalini, your sexual energy, because it has to do with your creativity. Your creativity wants to come out, and so your sexual healing has to go hand in hand with that healing. So anyway, Aries, I'm gonna leave this there. I'm like hot as hell now. I need to go sit in the shade for a bit, take these long pants off, and chill. So I love you. Everything that you need to know about me is essentially in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading with me, my website will be down there. My Instagram is Crystalline Priestess. Like this video if you did enjoy it. It really helps to get my videos out to more people. Subscribe if you resonated and stuff as well, because obviously, you know, there's going to be more where this came from. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I feel awkward and I just don't really feel like saying all the jazz today. So I love you, Aries. Peace out. Bye.